Please explain to the board a little bit about corporate credit.
Sure. Corporate Credit is a company that's been around for about 10 years now, and its prime focus is wellness programs. What we do is we assess large corporates' wellness programs, and then what we do is we decide what can be cut with the assistance of the board, which we've already done with Goldman Sachs. We work out which programs can be taken out, and then we introduce Pay It Forward, and we call that PIF. And Pay It Forward is a program that we have great belief in, and it's cost neutral for any major corporations because we've already found the savings in areas where perhaps things are underutilised, and we can then introduce our program without it costing any money. Alana Davidson is our managing director, a highly regarded person in the field, and I'm her CFO, Tony Russell. And what we do is we go into a company very quietly, and we take 12 people and we give them something. We give them programs which allow them takeaways. They take information home that's going to benefit their life, things like budgeting, superannuation, things that make them a better partner or a better parent. And we give those things to them for free. High-end, top-order speakers that we allow to influence them. They then go away and they choose a Pay It Forward program that's going to influence and help others. And it's that simple. And they take these programs outside the four walls of the bank into the communities and the regions, and PIF then infiltrates. And most importantly, the program cascades through an organisation in an incredible way that people can't see. The creativity of these programs, they influence everybody within an organisation. And this is the first time we've presented it to a merchant bank. Other people we've promoted to and worked with include Coca-Cola. At last they let me in, and a couple of others. Oh, Nuke, of course, Nuke. And we have fantastic references that we can refer to you, the board. We have already done our pitch. You guys have chosen what to cut. And so now it's simply a matter of the board saying, yes, go, give us a date to start, because we're ready to implement PIF into the Goldman Sachs culture.
Recently, we did a survey with the Goldman Sachs board members. The survey was based on our program Cut or Keep. Obviously, we have non-negotiables such as healthcare, insurance, retirement, ergonomic workstation evaluations, and flexible work arrangements. These are non-negotiable as every workplace needs them to run functionally and run well. These benefits include holiday and vacation, generous leave policies, fitness centres, on-site medical professionals, travel resources and immunisations, recreational activities and events, on-site childcare, employee assistance program, adoption assistance, resources for expectant and new parents, maternity mentoring program, a resilience program, and lastly, wellness seminars and updates. The ones out of all of these that the board decided to cut over a majority vote were generous leave policies, travel resources and immunisations, employee assistance program, adoption assistance, and the resilience program was a tie, which Corporate Credit decided to cut. Due to these programs that the board have decided to cut, the program of PIF will be able to be run without a extra expense from Goldman Sachs. Because the survey was based on the board's decision, the Goldman Sachs group will all be in favour of this decision and support the PIF program immensely, without any hesitation. The GFC in 2009 proved exceptionally challenging to all of those who lived through it. As a reminder, we have a representative of the Goldman Sachs board. How was resilience used after the GFC to build your staff members' resilience up, and is it still used today?
Resilience is still important to us. And the survey showed that. It was a very line ball decision. But we left that decision to CCI, corporate cut or keep, and they've decided that resilience is a thing of the past.
What do you have in mind for the future of Goldman Sachs wellness programs?
One of the favoured programs that CCI brought to our attention is Pay It Forward. We love it. We think it's a great thing to adopt, and we're certain that it will give our staff members a reason to come to work, a significant why, and that's what we're looking for.
Why do you think that the PIF program should be implemented into Goldman Sachs?
If we can give our staff something to look forward to, something to feel good about, then we've reversed the equation.
What do you mean by that?
PIF gives our board a way of enlightening and assisting our staff to create and participate and develop ways to take our brand outside into the community, into our regions, and most importantly, outside of the four walls of the bank.
And was the survey just a way for you to discover a way to fund PIF without impacting the budget?
Precisely. We recently asked some prominent citizens what their thoughts were on Pay It Forward, and specifically in a corporate sense. And the first person we asked, the question that we asked them was, what do you think about the concept of Pay It Forward? And when Goldman Sachs introduced their resilience program, we asked them whether or not we thought that it helped their staff get through tough times.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
When was the last time that you did a good deed for somebody? Yesterday. Sorry, can you repeat that again? I didn't hear you. Yesterday. Our next question was, do corporations spend too much money on wellness? And how would you pay for them if you were running a business?
And Mexico will pay.
Should staff volunteer at the expense of the company?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Have you ever needed counselling or rehab? Have you ever been to an EAP appointment at your workplace after bullying? And most importantly, how did your organisation assist you in dealing with it?
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no.
If you were the Prime Minister, would you cut wellness programs away from your federal government employees?
And we will let the people decide.
We'll now cross live to Singapore for some words from Professor Clarence Chong, who has worked with Corporate Cut It and has some kind words to say about Pay It Forward.
I worked in the Corporate Cut It in my last 3 position at Next Coffee. At last, they let me in, and Coca-Cola and the Pay It Forward program was introduced seamlessly. In fact, I did my thesis on the Helpers High, and I can only say that if Goldman Sachs does decide to work with Corporate Cut It, you'll be amazed at how quickly we will see a positive change in the culture at every head office.
PIF is a program to help employees feel good about themselves and give back to the economy at the same time. It is self-funded due to CCI's Cut or Keep program and will not come out of the Goldman Sachs budget. The survey shows that Goldman Sachs board have already taken the first step and are contemplating the adoption of PIF and have cut the programs they no longer think are necessary to help fund the program. We look forward to their decision and potentially working with them in the near future. Thank you.